So, Wes and I, it's really weird. I sometimes feel like I'm the type of person that likes to stiff arm people when, they try to get into my inner circle. They kind of get stopped a little bit. Like, I'm nice and I'm smiling and I'm welcoming, but I can tend to be a little cold and standoffish. But with Wes, the first time I met him, it was like, oh, you're fabulous. I want to be friends with you. Hi, come hang out. And we just started this friendship and kept getting, closer. And he came to me and he was like, I have this idea. And he only had the last scene really worked out, but he told me about it. And I was like, well, that's really awesome. That it was the way he described it, it was very cinematic, very large scope. And of course, that's impressive. And he was like, do you want to write this with me? And before he said that, I was of the opinion, very certainly, that I would never want to co-write something with somebody because of my lack of confidence in myself. I don't want to do something where I'm intimidated by the other writer, because we have such talent writing horror these days. And I don't want to be the kind of softer second voice. If I want to be a co-writer, I want to be the co-writer.
Yeah.
And when he came and said that, we had reached a level of comfort with each other, and we both read each other. We talk about our processes together, and we're very different. But I thought this could work. This could be complementary. This could be a really great, thing. And it turned out it was. Because it was originally Wes's idea, he kind of wanted to steer the story a little more, which I was fine with. It was like, yeah, okay. And, he would come and be like, you tried to steer it over here. Can we get back over here where the story is? And yeah, okay, sure. I was a big pain in the butt to him in the editing process, because during writing, we went kind of 15 degrees off course into a really weird territory that was very different for the both of us, but it was exciting. We were like, oh, we're going to do this. Okay, let's do this. And I think the fact that we're both lifelong fans was really good for that, because we didn't hesitate. We went for it. But because we took such a drastic change sort of in the middle, there were a lot of things previous to that had to be addressed. So the editing process, I got a notebook and filled it with notes and holes that we needed to fix and questions that needed to be answered. And I mailed it to him. And he called me and was like, what is this? But I think because we were already comfortable with each other, we were already, I think he's really good at being the idea man. He has the best ideas. He's so creative. And I think, maybe I'm not quite as creative as he is, but I think my strong suit is with characters and with ease of, discussion, things like that. And I think we were able to really mix our talents together and make a really good, interesting story that kind of surprised us both. I wouldn't call the process difficult at all. We did I write a chapter, he writes a chapter, I write a chapter, he writes a chapter. There was one instance where he got really into it and sent me 2 chapters instead of 1, but it ended up working. I think where he would kind of end up pushing me back in place is I always like to add absurdity. I'm a big fan of kind of stupid humor, and you'll always find that in my writing. He definitely writes humor. I've had to put some of his books down because I was laughing so hard, but he's not so much a fan as like pie in the face humor as I am.
Right.
So he'd be like, let's get it back over here.